Hey folks, just a quick hitter episode here from your boy Stephen Boughton at The Slice. We're checking in on the Rogers Cup at Montreal, which is a Masters 1000, obviously. Arguably the least hyped right now because it's the only one so far this year that only one of the big three is played at, if I'm not mistaken. So Rafael Nadal's there and he's been playing well. He's gotten through the first round and then he got through Daniel Evans, or actually that was his first match, was Daniel Evans, friend of the show. It was actually a pretty tight match. I think it won the first set as tiebreaker 7-6, then 6-4. Super entertaining match. Clash of styles there, which was, I didn't actually get to see anything other than the highlights. But obviously put on a massive show. And it's just really sick to see Dan Evans, who I interviewed when he was qualifying for a challenger, which means his rank was about probably 400 in the world, maybe even worse. Now he's ranked about 50 in the world, and he's basically at every major or a big tournament. And he's played Nadal now, and then he played Federer, and he's beating good guys. Like he beat Alex de Minaur in the first round. So it's just really cool to see for Dan Evans there. But we're on to the quarterfinals now, and we're going to take a look at the matchups. So we have Danil. This isn't in order necessarily, but we have on the top Rafael Nadal versus Fabio Fognini, which is a very interesting matchup, especially on hard court, because Fabio Fognini has beaten Nadal before. He did it at the Australian Open, if I'm not mistaken, coming back from down 2 sets to love to shock Nadal on the hard courts, which is obviously a huge deal. But Nadal's playing amazing, and today against Guido Pella, whose girlfriend commented on our Instagram post, he looked really good. His return was great. As I said before, technically, statistically speaking, right now, he's the best returner on the tour, and that was very evident today. So if you can get a hold of Fabio Fognini's service games and give him problems on that, I think he should be fine and he should be the favorite. But Fabio Fognini has been playing well. He's had one of the best years of his career. So it's going to be tough either way. It will be entertaining either way. I guarantee you that. If I'm not mistaken, Fabio Fognini beat Nadal in Monte Carlo this year on clay as well. So that's going to give him some confidence coming into that. We also have another extremely exciting matchup, Daniil Medvedev versus Dominic Thiem. That's exciting for me because Daniil Medvedev has been one of the hottest players to start this year, and then he came back and he was in the final of Washington last week against Nick Kyrgios, who lost early here, not backing up his run in Washington, playing Dominic Thiem, who I don't know how fast or slow his court is, but he looked really good taking out Denis Shapovalov and then Marin Cilic on the hard court. And him hitting some absolutely monstrous shots. So I think Dominic Thiem is a sleeper on this U.S. swing, or this American hard court swing. And you know how dangerous he was last year at the U.S. Open. So that's an interesting matchup between two of the guys of the future for me. I'm leaning Dominic Thiem in that one for sure. Based on what I've seen from the highlights, I think he's got more power, and he can definitely rally with Medvedev, obviously, and hurt him more than Medvedev can hurt Thiem, I think. But it'll be a big hitting contest for sure. Interesting to see how that one goes down. That's the first match up tomorrow. Then we have another big hitting match between Karen Khachanov and Alexander Zverev, who are both household names at this point if you're a tennis fan at all. And Alexander Zverev, I had a source from the U of A, the University of Alberta up here in Canada, on the ground at the Rogers Cup, and he told me that Alexander Zverev is looking very good and people are sleeping on him. He's hitting the ball clean. So that's what I got to see, and he's still in the tournament. So that's obviously great. He's playing Karen Khachanov, who broke Canada's heart by beating Felix Auger-Aliassime in the last round. Very tight match there. So that's going to be an interesting match. Who can push the pace more? I think whoever wins that match is the guy who's going to be more aggressive and obviously serves better. But it's going to be really fun to watch. Again, I don't know either of their styles, especially Karen Khachanov's, too well. But all I know is Karen Khachanov and Zverev both beat Djokovic at the end of the year last year in pretty big tournaments in the finals. So they're both killers, and that's going to be a big-time matchup. And then the last one is a matchup between Gael Monfils and Roberto Bautista Agut, who have both made it. This is a nice little result for Monfils, who hasn't been having the best year, and RBA, obviously coming off his Wimbledon semifinal run, is feeling himself. He's feeling pretty hot, not going to lie. So he should be feeling pretty confident in this match. Do you guys watch him when he's preparing out there? He's like the most focused guy ever. Like when he's waiting for a return to service, he's just like this. He's like, and he's just like, he's the most focused guy out there. It's crazy. He's like about to get married during the Wimbledon, or he had a bachelor party during the Wimbledon second week when he didn't expect to be there. He just canceled it, stayed focused, gave Djokovic a good run for his money. Should have taken him out because then Djokovic absolutely robbed Federer. Not mad about that still. We're letting it go. We're letting it go. Dang it, that hurt. Okay, we're done. But yeah, that's the last matchup. We have Bautista Agut versus Gael Monfils, and that's another interesting matchup because of their styles. Roberto Bautista Agut, the great baseline rallier, and Gael Monfils providing lots of power, pop, and also inconsistency sometimes, but always flair. And that's what really sells the tickets, isn't it, guys? So that's the quarterfinal matchup that I got for you guys. We'll be checking back in after the semifinals and giving you a preview of the finals. I'm excited to see what happens here. We got all seeds left in this tournament, and that's what we like to see. The consistent best players are playing the best, and that just creates such a wall for young guys to get through. But that creates, I think, a really cool competitive environment. So thanks for watching, folks. This has been a quick hitter from your boy Steven at The Slice, breaking down the Rogers Cup quarterfinals. We'll see you soon.